From a basket on the Nile. The mighty journey of Moses. Moses was born an Israelite at a time when Pharaoh, fearing the growing Hebrew population, ordered every newborn Hebrew boy to be killed. His mother, determined to save him, set him afloat on the Nile River in a watertight basket. Moses grew up with all the privileges and education of an Egyptian noble, yet he never forgot his true identity. As a young man, Moses could not bear to watch his people suffer in slavery. In a moment of anger, he killed an Egyptian taskmaster who was beating a Hebrew slave. Realizing what he had done and fearing punishment, Moses fled to the distant land of Midian, where he lived a humble life tending sheep. One day, while guiding his flock, he noticed a burning bush that blazed without being consumed. From within the flames, God called him to return to Egypt and demand the freedom of the Hebrew people. When Moses confronted Pharaoh with God's command, the Egyptian ruler refused. In response, 10 plagues struck the land. Rivers turned to blood, frogs and insects swarmed, hail and disease ravaged crops and animals, and a final plague took the firstborn of Egypt, but spared the Hebrews. Pharaoh finally relented, allowing the Israelites to leave. He soon changed his mind and chased after them. But Moses, by God's power, parted the Red Sea so his people could pass safely. Pharaoh's army pursued them into the seabed, only to be swept away by returning waters. In the wilderness, Moses relied on God's miracles to sustain the people, drawing water from a rock and gathering manna from the sky. At Mount Sinai, God gave Moses the 10 Commandments on tablets of stone, but Moses shattered them upon finding the Israelites worshiping a golden calf idol. Later, God restored the commandments, and Moses continued leading his people toward the promised land. Finally, from Mount Nebo, he gazed upon the beautiful Canaan, a land he would never enter. There at the border of the promise, Moses died, remembered as the humble shepherd who confronted Pharaoh, liberated a nation, and delivered God's law to the Israelites.